Humans have been seeing strange things on the Martian surface for centuries. Perhaps it's because Mars is the closest thing in the solar system to a habitable planet, or maybe it's simply because we have had the opportunity to look at it closely. Who knows what we would find if we looked at other planets in our system up close? The Red Planet has hosted our rovers and orbiters, allowing us a glimpse into its history and evolution. However, some images are very confusing and downright terrifying because there is no way to explain what we are looking at. Are you ready to look at photos that capture the wild strangeness of the planet next door? Let's jump right in. This is the most iconic image of Mars, captured by NASA's Viking 1 orbiter in 1976. In the upper center of this photograph, you can see what appears to be a face-like formation with two eyes and a nose. Some people claim that the face resembles a younger version of Elvis Presley, while others believe it is an alien-built monument on Mars. The peculiar formation garnered significant attention from around the world, and NASA decided to revisit the area with a Mars Global Surveyor. But the image we received this time around was pretty anticlimactic. It was more blurry and less stark, and it seemed to have lost all the details detected earlier. NASA declared that the face was nothing more than an illusion created by light and shadows. However, critics claimed that the recent pictures didn't reveal finer details on purpose. Do you think it is an alien-carved religious site, or just an optical illusion? Here's another raw image from the Curiosity rover's left navigation camera. If you look closely, you can see an object near the bottom center of the image that resembles a fish. The rock's shape, combined with the lighting, makes the rock formation stand out to form a distinctive fish, complete with a finned tail and an upturned nose. Could we be looking at a fossil? After all, we do know that Mars once had an ocean, even bigger than the Arctic Ocean here on Earth. The fish-shaped rock could be a remnant of past aquatic life on the Red Planet. NASA was quick to dismiss this photograph as scientists believe it unlikely for Mars to have enough oxygen in its atmosphere and elsewhere to support complex organisms. Thus, the chances of finding any large fossils on Mars are pretty slim. Have a look at this image spotted by NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. This is actually the picture of an impact crater that looks very much like a tadpole. The amusing formation is a valley carved by water that used to fill it. Sometimes it can be difficult to differentiate between inlet and outlet channels. But one thing is for sure, water always flows downhill. Looking at this image, we can guess that water flows outward as the terrain height information is known. Scientists have plenty of evidence that points to the presence of water on the Martian surface. However, there's no proof the Red Planet ever hosted amphibian life. Here is a set of pictures that remind us how closely Mars and the Earth are related to each other. NASA's Perseverance rover captured something extraordinary on the Martian surface, a weather phenomenon easily recognizable for folks living in desert regions here on Earth. Perseverance captured 21 images of a dust devil using one of its navigation cameras. The mission team arranged the photos to create a video that was sped up by a factor of 20. The swirling dust devil on the western rim of Mars's Jezero crater was around 200 feet wide and moving east to west at about 12 mph. Although you can't see the top of the dust devil in these images, we can assume its height from the shadow it throws on the ground, which would probably be about 1.2 miles. This wasn't the first time we captured a dust devil on the Red Planet. In fact, Perseverance has detected dozens of them during its time on Mars. It even captured the audio of one of these whirlwinds in September 2021, a first in the history of Mars exploration. Check out this fascinating image of an unusual circular formation on Mars. What does it remind you of? Dubbed the waffle-shaped island on Mars, this image captured by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter shows an enigmatic landform. The circular formation is about 1.2 miles wide and sits in the Athabasca region of Mars, home to some of the planet's youngest lave flows. You can even see traces of lavy flows in the smooth areas around the formation. Obviously, different people came up with varied theories when this picture came out. Some claimed it was evidence of intelligent breakfast on Mars, while authors linked Presley's face formation with his favorite breakfast. However, scientists from NASA offered a likely solution that made more sense. They suggested the formation could have resulted from lava underneath the mound pushing the surface up. Since we can see depressions in the formation as well, it's possible that the lava's heat drove out a significant amount of ice from the mound. Check out this image that caught everyone's attention. NASA's Curiosity rover on Mars captured a mysterious bright glow on a distant Martian hillside. You can see the desert landscape with high, rocky hills in the background, and in the front, there's a tiny, elongated white blob that appears to be darting past. Interestingly, the bright light was visible in one picture, but it disappeared in the image clicked immediately after the first one. This proves that whatever that light may be, it was traveling really fast. The right navcam of the rover captured the image. And unfortunately, the left camera was looking another way, or else we would have been able to see the bright from different angles. Some people believe that the mysterious light may be an alien spacecraft or some kind of evidence of extraterrestrials on the red planet. But NASA dismissed the conspiracy theory, suggesting it was most likely a cosmic ray or camera lens flare. If nothing else, they said it may be sunlight reflecting on rocks. Do you believe NASA's explanation, or is there more to this image than they are letting on? Mars is a land of many mysteries, and the images captured by rovers and orbiters only add to the planet's mystique. Check out this object, captured by NASA's Curiosity rover. When you look at the image closely, you can spot a spherical object that stands out from its surroundings. Is it a weirdly shaped rock or a cannonball? As most UFO theorists suggest, UFO hunter Scott C. claimed this object looked like a metal cannonball, proof of a Martian war. He wrote on his website, "This is 100% evidence of a war on Mars. This projectile is sitting on the surface above all the wrecked stone structures around it. Fragments of a once civilization is sitting scattered in tiny pieces around this cannonball. Do you agree?" Well, NASA certainly didn't. No surprises there. According to scientists in NASA, these cannonballs are sedimentary rocks that have become rounded through the process of concretion. In this process, minerals form bubbles inside rocks that lie underwater. And since the sediment is very soft, the rock takes a perfectly spherical shape when the water dries. Interestingly, NASA also assigned this object a moniker, albeit a less dramatic one. They called it a blueberry. It's true that Mars is very much like Earth, but it is also quite different, a fact evident from the plethora of images we have of the red planet. What we take for granted on Earth can become a breathtakingly alien phenomenon just a planet away. Therefore, it's important to look at both explanations, the logical and the fantastical, before reaching an informed conclusion. What do you make of these Martian images? Is a conspiracy lurking behind NASA's nonchalant explanations, or is our imagination simply taking over our senses? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Like this video and subscribe for more thrilling space videos.